Hi, Darren Hall here from Bet72.com. Well, the Cheltenham Festival 2016 has come and gone now. Fantastic 4 days. I hope everyone made a few quid. Certainly there were plenty of opportunities, ranging right from the Supreme Novices hurdle and the proliferation of offers which we had to kick us off with right the way through to sort of a culmination yesterday, which was obviously the Gold Cup, and there were even a couple more tasty offers after that to pick up, not least of which was a very nice little bonus actually from probably the from a free bet point of view, bookie of the week, which was Coral, who actually were giving out £1 per fence that Victoria Pendleton would clear. Obviously she did fantastically well and came in fifth, so that was another £22 to add into the Coral free bet bank, which considering what they'd already given out during the week was a very nice little extra bonus. And that's sort of where we're at the moment really. Today is very much a draw a bit of breath. You almost feel like you've been hit by a bus in some ways, because there's been so much not only activity online, but obviously running around the high street and to the shops to try and collect some of the special offers and boosts and bonuses which were on offer there as well. So it's only really when you get to the day or a couple of days afterwards that you can sort of take proper stock and see where everything's at. And the important thing then is to make sure that you, I think I touched on it on the video yesterday, was just to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the hard work that you've gone through and collected free bets, and that they start to expire. And the other thing as well, I mean, we've had a couple of people say that they've been pending some bets that they thought they should have had. Understandably, there's a lot going on all sides. The number of bets going in, the work that's going on with the bookmakers, and maybe some terms and conditions as well, which need double checking. So it's always worth just doing some sort of reconciliation when the dust has settled. Make sure you've received everything you think you're entitled to, particularly when you've got offers, things like refund if your horse falls, for example. Then again, just to make sure that you within those particular races that you're not missing anything that you're actually entitled to. And to be fair, I mean, to be honest, I double checked mine through this morning, and everything's up to date and fine. Just got the process of going through now and cashing out the free bets, which is quite nice, because usually I'd spend Saturday just almost with a blank slate and starting again, whereas now we're going through several accounts that have got plenty of free bets in them, so it's just a case of utilising those. And it's quite good as well, because we can then perhaps use some of those and leverage perhaps some of the profits again. Some of the ones which are expiring quickly, we just get done and dusted and they're out of the way. But maybe we've got a few extra days, and we've obviously got some big football coming up, particularly the derbies that are on tomorrow as well. Then that's an opportunity to perhaps use some of the free bets for some trading insurance, and that's certainly something which we've done in the past, and we've been able to leverage the value of the free bets even more significantly. So quite looking forward to seeing what I can do with some of those as well. So it's a nice position to be in. It's a little bit of free money on top of all the hard work which has gone in during the week. And I think judging by the emails that have come in, people have done very well this year. You know, there was talk of a bit of doom and gloom about, and perhaps things aren't going to be quite as good. But I mean, it did help the fact that some of the major price boosts as well, which the bookies took on, they did actually hit during the week as well. So that helped as well. But it's just the way you have to actually play it yourself. You know, some people bemoaning the fact they've lost accounts online, but there is the opportunity to get involved with the shops. But again, depends where your location is. So you can only really do what you can do, and that's why it's a bit unfair to perhaps be posting figures up or to actually discuss the amounts that people have actually made, or what you've made, or what myself has made, because everyone's got a different vantage point that they're coming from. Like I say, if you're limited online, you may be in a place where you can't actually get to the high street very easily, or you're limited. If you're in a big city, then again you've got the opportunity. You can walk around the corner and get in 6 or 7 bookmakers, without breaking sweat. So again, it's sort of different for different people. But the important thing is the fact that there is opportunity, and there's always opportunity out there. And I think a week like this, or 4 days like this, does actually highlight that. It highlights the fact that sort of the techniques and the strategies that we use. It reaffirms that they're very much alive. They very much do work, and they're very much worth having in your sort of toolkit. But at the end of the day, this is all free money we're talking about. So I don't think anyone should be beating themselves up. They haven't made as much as perhaps someone else, and also the fact that really you just gotta take what you can when you can get it. And if the opportunity arises, don't worry too much, because there's going to be another one coming along shortly. Like I say, there's no let up here. We've picked off. We've already put up the list first thing this morning of the offers, and it's almost like, well, Cheltenham's never happened. We're back into the bread and butter stuff, which is good in a way, because it's the bread and butter stuff which is obviously going to keep you going and is always going to be there. So again, we're looking to really, with the revamp of the site which is coming up, we're looking to work on that and build on that, and really just enable people to collect the bread and butter stuff, because I think that's really what is going to help moving forward for people. And weeks or a few days like Cheltenham, when they come along, and even when we're into the football tournaments in the summer, and one-off, large one-off events, like Champions League final and things like that, they're a bit of a bonus. They're a bit of the icing. We're not relying on those as such. The bread and butter stuff is what comes along all the time. So again, if we can give people strategies and techniques to maximise the regular stuff that's there, and I think that's again going to be sort of far more important. And then when you do come round to these big festivals or these big sporting events where there's lots of offers, then that's almost like your extra bonus on top, which is such a nice feeling, because that all comes in just on top of what you're doing. You're not relying on these particular events to occur in order to actually make your money. So it's all good anyway, and we've had a really good week. And I would say a word, you can see it there on the top of the screen. Point to it there, Smarkets, which stood up to everything we threw at it very well. Certainly the 2% commission rate was really good. I mean, if you want to pick up that and a free £10 bet as well, but I'm going to keep this site live anyway. It's just going to stay in the background. But if you go to cheltenham.bet72.com, you can pick it up there. We're going to add a big feature to them as well on the main Bet72 site. But well worth having, particularly for the match betting as well. And it's a good sign really, where we start looking at the liquidity and the volumes that's actually there. It's going to be a big help, I think, going forward. So I would say if even if you've got a bit of a Cheltenham hangover, there's one thing that you do today, it will be to get across onto cheltenham.bet72.com, click on the Smarkets link, which will give you a free, risk-free £10 bet, and will also give you an account which has only got 2% commission. So, and I think I probably will sit down and do the maths, but if you actually go through and work out what you've actually saved during the week by doing that, then there's, you could almost give yourself a nice little a nice little extra gift or something, or a nice little night out on the back of some of the commission that you've saved. So it's all those little things that help. But that's sort of the emphasis of the site now going forward, is very much going to be about the bread and butter stuff. So anyway, I hope you had a fantastic festival. I hope you're all recovered and raring to go. Like I say, all the offers for the weekend are up on Bet72 anyway. So sit back, enjoy cashing out those free bets, and same time, same place next year then. Okay, cheers, thanks, bye-bye.